feel the electricity in the air. Anytime, any place, it will always be there. When your heart stops, baby, yeah. We gotta give it a jump. 1, 3, 2, 1, go. When we get it going, no way we're gonna stop. All you need is a spark. It's all that you got. We gotta give it a jump.
Hey everyone. All right, so it is Monday, week 4. It is 8:41. I start in like 19 minutes. I am already parked at my new job, ate breakfast, whatever. My sugar was a little low last night, or this morning when I woke up, so I felt a little dizzy, a little off, so I made up for that by eating, of course. But I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm hoping today's a good day at work. I'm seeing Jason after work, so yay, that's gonna be fun. I'm hoping for a positive week. I'm gonna concentrate more on my eating, of course, since it's starting to affect my health now more and more. Let's just get this day over with and let's see where we go from here.
Just finished renting a tux for my dad's wedding. I'm gonna be best man. That's in a couple weeks. He's marrying somebody who's like 2 years older than me. Guess he likes them young, but I suppose that runs in the family. Monday, I sold more stuff. When we go back to my home, there's gonna be nothing there, which is surreal. I'm happy I was able to sell everything so fast, but now I just have my secondary bed and like nowhere to sit.
First day on the job just happened. I made it out alive. I'll catch you later. So I had a little accident with the camera, but no, my day was good. I made a couple new girlfriends, which is good. One person dropped out. Guess it wasn't his cup of tea. It does seem like a good company. They seem to have a good head on their shoulders, and I can't wait to get to know more about them. I'm hungry. So with that, I'm gonna go log some calories or count chickens. I don't know.
Happy week 4, by the way.
Happy week 4.
Do you like doing it?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
I have nothing else to say. I just wanted to say happy week 4.
Hold on, I look all fucking greasy and shit.
You always look greasy.
Shut up. Don't bring my race into this.
I said nothing about race.
I heard what you said.
You're a racist.
Good morning, Prescott Valley. I'm gonna miss this view. This is like right outside the back of my apartment. This is what I get to wake up to on days I'm here. I guess I can enjoy it a little more. It feels like I'm moving out since I've sold almost all my stuff, and I'm moving into the place that will be permanent in a couple weeks. Part of the reason I moved out here was for my dad, and now he's getting married, so moving an hour and a half away from him, we'll still be able to see each other, but I know that he's being taken good care of, right? So
there's something wrong with my neck. I don't know what it is. There's like feels like someone's stabbing me in the spine, right here. Literally right at the top. And it feels like it's going up into my head. And it's hard to pinpoint what causes the pain exactly, because it's not consistent. Driving me nuts, though. I want to go see my chiropractor. Although I know I should go see a doctor. Chiropractor will snap it and make it feel better usually. Just a thought. But week-wise, though, yesterday I did stay below. That's the goal again for today and the rest of the week. That's what causes it. Right there. Pain. What is that?
been kind of reflecting the last couple of weeks. I don't know if I want to say it's a microcosm of the last year and a half, which has been crap. I think the learning experience I've had over the last year and a half, and I've really kind of in the back of my mind have always noted, is if I don't know where things are going or I don't feel like I have control, if there's stuff that I can't control and it's affecting my life directly, instead of just understanding that I can't control them at this moment and don't worry about them, I worry about them. Uncertainty, things like that. Or, you know, if I know a mess is coming, I want it cleaned up right away. And I guess I don't react well to it. And where I was saying the last couple of weeks is I feel like all bloated now, because as well as I did the first week, these last 2 weeks have been very poor. I could sit there and say I had my birthday week and that's an excuse. But I've had birthday weeks before where I've gone out and celebrated, and I've you know, I've stayed within the realm of what I want to do eating. I think now we're going back into cyborg mode. Those of you who know me from the past, if you know my past, understand what that means. Those of you who don't and you're just getting to know me now, you'll find out what that is.
Kind of making it really quick right now because I'm running a little behind. That's what I get. I take advantage of working so close by that I take forever to get ready. Yeah. Wow, I'm drawing a blank right now. I was going to talk about something. Oh, yeah. Not even affected actually by it. So it's getting better. I'm actually just grabbing some water, as you can see.
So I was talking to Jill on Facebook this morning, and her husband is interested in ketosis and the sustainability and all that. Well, I'm just going to give you a little something to kickstart it. This is what I have for breakfast some mornings, and you may have heard of it. It is, some people think it's a fad. I think it's amazing. It's called Bulletproof Coffee. It's essentially a cup of fat, but it is the healthy fats, because we have, what we got to have is our coffee, we have grass-fed butter, and then we have organic virgin coconut oil, all natural, all organic, and I use a NutriBullet to blend it all up. And of course we have coffee, and then our lovely stainless steel guy to put it in. All right, so in my little mixing dealio, I've got about a heaping tablespoon of coconut oil, 2 tablespoons of the grass-fed butter, and a cup of coffee. I put that all together. Now the coconut oil has the MCT, which really is a good catalyst for ketosis. And of course, yeah, this is essentially pure fat in your coffee. It tastes good to me, as long as you blend it really well. Some people will mix cinnamon with it, other things like that. I like it on its own, to be honest. But these fats are the most healthy fats that you can actually have. Last time I had my cholesterol done, my good cholesterol was off the charts for somebody my age. Blend this guy. Wow, it's hard to do this with one hand. Oh, and I just got coffee all over my NutriBullet. For crying out loud. And there you are. I suppose I need an obligatory shot of me drinking and spilling on my shirt. Good stuff.
Every weekend that I go see my fiance, I know that that's going to be the greatest challenge for me as far as logging everything. Because when we get together, since we don't know how often we're going to be able to be together, it's almost like party mode. It's like, oh, I can have a margarita. Oh, I can, eat tacos, whatever. And I think it's important for people to know, like, well, what do you do in that situation? Do I know exactly everything that I ate on Sunday? No. Did I do my best to log everything that I could remember? And I probably added more than less. I think it's important, though, to log it anyways. Even if it's not perfect, I would rather it reflect a red and me actually just be a little bit over it or whatever. And still feel like I'm not taking like a masterful downhill turn. Like, I think a lot of people get stuck on the whole, I messed up today, and so I'm going to start my diet again on blah day, or I'm going to start working out again on blah day because I messed up. No, if you mess up one meal, if you mess up one day, you just start again the next day. You just continue. That's all you have to do, is continue and be consistent. The more often that you are consistent, the more you're going to reach the goals that you want. So I just have to be more consistent.
When I was young, I thought about the sky. I wondered who I was, and then I wondered why. And when I found out, I started to cry, 'cause you won't make it to heaven unless Unless you deny the basic fundamentals of this peculiar human life. I'm overgrown like a garden left.
Looks like I'm headed to Target. I don't even know where to look on this thing. My eyes are all crossed. Yeah, I'm headed to not Target. What the hell am I talking about? Well, guess where? Walmart. I just gotta pick up some things for my grandma. I run errands for her. She cooks for me. I mean, yeah, I cook, but you know, when I'm hungry and I don't care, she's always there to cook. So that's one thing I will say. I love that about my family. I mean, we argue like crazy, yet we love each other very much. For them to stick by me the way they have after everything I've done, you know, I am very lucky. I'm trying not to hit a car. A car. Stupid Victor. Yeah, I have an accent that comes out sometimes. I don't know why. It's so stupid.
Got to get ready for work. I don't want to go. A little bit better. I have eczema so bad, and I don't know how to wear makeup. If anybody knows how to wear makeup with eczema for like an idiot's guide, I would like a link to that. Like an idiot's guide to makeup would be nice. Keep in mind though that my eye makeup always falls below my eyes, like always. So somebody knows that stuff. Girl magic it over to me.
Still have neck pain. It's getting a little better, but I haven't gone anywhere about it yet. Only when I talk to the camera. So maybe it's when I sit up straight. Someone's coming to say hello. You guys ever notice that life just, when it starts going right, or it starts to feel good, or you get into a groove, that every other person in your life decides, let's just fuck it up, or make things harder. That's where I am right now. It doesn't make the eating easier, it doesn't make the working easier, it doesn't make anything easier. But that's where I am.
So I had a trippy dream last night. I normally buy from Amazon like 48 to 96 packages of these nuts, which is great because they're like a 1 ounce package. Nuts to me are kind of a blessing and a curse because if I have a small amount, I do feel satiated, so it's a great snack to have. But if I have too many of them in front of me, I eat them all. Even if I'm feeling satiated, it's very weird. That's why I love the package, because I have an ounce, I'm done. And then I feel satisfied, and I think about it, and I realize it. But this dream I had is Amazon dropped off the package of these 96 bags of nuts, and they ended up being like crackers. And I looked at the nutrition information, and there was like, per 1 ounce package of these crackers, there was 53 carbs, and it was like all sugar. And I'm like, no! And then I woke up, and that's, you know, that, well, at least as I woke up, it felt surreal and weird and goofy. And then when I look back at it, I'm like, well, that's a dumb dream. Nothing to get too freaked out about. But so sometimes when I dream, I'm being haunted by carbs, I suppose.
Made it back to work, so I decided to have a few minutes, so I will talk about it. I got like, what, 12 minutes. I guess people may or may not, or maybe it's just me, have noticed that I've kind of changed through as the show's progressed. I think a little bit of that was because I was just so angry for a lot of things that happened, because I haven't opened up about that yet. You know, losing your apartment and losing everything you worked for because you have an addiction, and it brought a relationship and families down. And you know, I've done so many stupid things in my young years that I wasted. I've met so many great friends in the past, some guys in the past that I've met that I really messed it up with, simply because I was so selfish. And I mean, to get an idea of what I used to drink Steel Reserve, I used to drink Hurricanes, tall cans, maybe around 5 a day, or maybe 440s a day. I could polish off a 30-pack Bud Light, which is basically hobo piss, but it's still, hey, it did the job. I guess it was working off forgiving myself for putting everybody through that and putting the blame on other people. This show is really helping me to realize what I'm doing wrong. right now I'm starting to see the bright side of things. Jason's been amazing, and you know, I honestly do owe a lot to him. He was and is, but I mean during the situation, he was amazing. He did the best with what he had, which was basically in the negative section. He didn't have nothing, he had negative nothing, if that makes sense. Being sober and all that stuff, not touching anything, I've been doing good. I mean, my family gets on my nerves, but they love me, yada yada yada. I get it, but we're family, and you may be able to see that we do argue quite a bit.
So those of you that have followed me for any amount of time probably know by now that my favorite thing is pizza. I found a small solution for that in the interim. Not the most money-conscious solution, but health-conscious, yes. Compared to eating a whole pizza at like 1,500 to 2,000 calories full of grease, fat, and death, this thing's small, and it's only like 600 to 660 based on if you get toppings or not. Still smoking, but patches are working very well. I want to say something that I'm proud of is I only buy cigarettes every couple days now, like every other day or every other 2 days, versus before I was buying them every day. And it was getting to the point where I was buying 2 packs a day. So I'm happy with the progress, and actually it's kind of an annoying task. The only time it's nice is when I'm working or when I'm in the car. Otherwise I don't care. Things that make you happy. Music and video games. I'm a dork.
Xander. 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 Aww. I'm about to make some chicken and probably some brown rice, and I don't know. I just want like so much sugar right now, like it's insane. Huh, Xander? Okay. Well, he's very enthusiastic to be on camera. Tomorrow is my Thursday, and then Friday, and then I actually get to have a weekend, which I haven't had in like forever. I haven't had a weekend in so long. Well, I mean, when I work, because I've been off work since, wow, it's already gonna be a year since I've worked. I can't really talk about why, at least not right now, because who knows when this is going to air, so I'll spill the beans later, so you'll keep an eye out or an ear open for that. But it's going to be nice feeling like, or it is feeling nice already, feeling like a part of society. You know, I'm not mooching off my family. Well, I am mooching off them like I do, but, you know.
I don't know if I've conveyed well enough over the last couple of weeks what my issues have been. I've just been reporting the fact that I hadn't been getting sleep, and I hadn't been fulfilling my goal of not drinking, and I'm well out of ketosis, or I don't know if I am now. I've been doing well the last few days. Honestly, and I may have said this before and repeating myself, but it's a little confessional. I don't think my mind does not handle uncertainty very well, and there's been a lot of uncertainty as far as where I'm living, that situation, getting rid of the things that I am doing now. It's funny, things are just kind of falling into place, but until they fall into place, my brain always goes to the worst case scenario. What if this happens? What if this happens? And consequently, sometimes the things that are important and I have control of, I put on the back burner, like talking about what I put into my body. And what was really bad about last week was the fact that it was my birthday week, and I decided not to drive, not to do, so I usually spend about 20 to 25 hours doing that. It actually made me a little stir crazy, and it made me just really realize that the place that I'm staying during the week here now is a place I just don't want to be. I guess the good thing that came out of it is I have my new place ready to roll. I've actually have all my furniture sold, as I've been mentioning over and over, because my mind has been focusing on that. I actually can do some more outdoorsy things and share them with everybody and really get the movement going. So something to be excited about.
Thursday morning, headed to work. Nothing, I actually slept last night and I got to see Jason, so I'm not one to be all superstitious, well I am, but that was nice. I mean, I got to sleep even though it was short-lived because I have to be at work. I just feel really self-conscious for some reason going into work, simply because I'm not as thin as I used to be, and I mean, I'm working on that right now. But just going in, I'm kind of like, everybody's watching me, so I don't know, it's my own insecurities, which is a whole other story.
Happy Thursday, and happy therapy day. Normally it's my day off, but I switched days around, so I'm going to go to therapy real quick, get that taken care of, come back home and work. I guess it went well. Going to a psychiatrist is a little different than going to a psychologist, because psychiatrists tend to just talk about how the pills you're taking affect you. He's a little more stern with me because he's annoyed with me most of the time. My appointment ran late. I was kind of annoyed about that. I mean, he said the lady before me was in crisis mode and he had to take the time with her, but I'm sorry, if you're in crisis mode, you don't have time to do your hair and makeup and pick out a cute outfit. I'm sorry if that's judgmental. Other people's time is important too.
Oh, another day down at work. I do have to say that I'm getting a little agitated, but I'm not going to go into detail about it. I'm going to make some dinner, usual, chicken and stuff. I had an In-N-Out protein for lunch, so I'm not stuffed, but I'm satisfied right now.
Alright, it's Friday. I had to wake up a little bit earlier than normal and go get the food for, you know, the cats. They're special little buggers, so they have to eat this.
So damn hungry. Like, really. My blood sugar has gotten a lot better, and I'm almost normal number. Still high, considered high, but compared to where I was, it's way low. I mean, things could be worse, and things were worse. So, yay for today, yay for a good week, yay for me turning onto the wrong street. God damn it, I'm gonna be late. Hold on.
Even though it's not the healthiest choice as far as like type of food or what I'm putting into my body, as far as just getting back to basics and calorically, Taco Bell is surprisingly not terrible for you as long as you avoid the visually obvious horrible things. So I say go for it. Number 8 is just 3 tacos and just get a diet soda, and it's like 500 and something calories. That's it. Now for people on much lower caloric diets, obviously no, but for guys who have to eat more just to be able to maintain or lose weight, yeah, yes.
It's Friday. Roy decided he's going to make a dash up another mountain this weekend since I have to work. He'll be backpacking, and I get to babysit Miss Tilly, his dog. She's a German short-haired pointer. She's neurotic, so I'm going to have to pretty much stay with the dog next to my side for the entire weekend until Roy comes back. And then I'm going to have to lock her in the cage when I'm at work at night. Lovely. Oh.
I decided to clean up a little bit my appearance just because I've been looking pretty beat lately, and when I look beat, I look older, and I want to not look as old as I can possibly look, because now I've reached that point in my life where you want to start to look younger again. Whereas before it was, I want to look older, now I want to look younger. I think I've done a pretty good job. Trim the beard up a little bit, you know, cut the hair down, spike it up. I'm waiting for Victor to get here so we can go hang out, and I don't know, we're not going to do anything today. Probably just going to eat and watch stuff.
I'm hungry. Very hungry.
I didn't get in last night until after 1, and all I want to do is sleep. Just get a little bit of sleep. But these two yahoos, she just won't leave me alone. And he's like a creepy old pedophile uncle or something. He's like been here since she was a puppy. We call him Uncle Clarence because he like won't look at him putting himself over in the court of shame. She just lays so awkwardly. Oh man, you just can't calm down, can you? Oh, excuse me. My butt, my back, and my feet are so sore. I just want to I don't know. I need a hot tub. I should probably get up and just have coffee.
For your time, mister. Hey, do you know the reason why there's bark in parks?
Oh, it's Saturday, finally back in Prescott Valley, and another oil change. Cheers. Good news, too. My sexiness level has gone up. Credit score up 2 points. Yay.
Slept well. Well, actually I did sleep well. I didn't sleep for long, but I slept well. Food-wise, let's go ahead and talk about food. I'm still eating bad things that I shouldn't. Well, I wouldn't say bad things, because that, like, I could be taken so many ways. It's how you eat it. My thing are sweets and bread. I can tell that my eating habits have gotten better because my sugar has been going lower and lower. Not lower like bad, but lower where it's more acceptable. It's not in the 400s anymore. But I feel like I've gained weight.
It's Sunday, and since this has been the worst week of eating so far, and I mean, let me face, I'm just going to own it. I did not log everything before I ate it, which is what I have to do. Before it goes in my mouth, I've got to log it. Otherwise, I mean, who knows? I could be underestimating. I could be grazing sometimes, and I'm not even realizing it. We all do this. It's mindless-ish. I wasn't going to weigh myself because I didn't want to get discouraged. But I looked at my Lose It app, and I'm pretty much above the blue line every day. So I just, for accountability purposes, I'm going to weigh myself. And whatever it says, I'm not worried about it, because next week I know what I have to do. I know I have to be more diligent in putting everything in the Lose It app as soon as I eat it. Like, before, actually. I think that should be my goal next week. Here we go. So, according to this, I went up just a little bit, but I have still lost a total of 5.4 pounds. Well, that's something. I just gotta keep on keeping on. Please quit breathing on my food. I needed this, so I was getting grumpy.
Sunday morning. I don't feel like doing anything. Not even filming, but too much to do. Got the car washed, just visited Pop. About to get my hair cut, got to do some grocery shopping. Giving away my grill as well to this sweet old lady. Happy Sunday.
I'm actually very, very tired. I'm so sleepy. I mean, I haven't been sleeping well. I have the fan on because it's burning up in the room in here. It's like a sauna. And then at night it feels like a damn, like, meat locker or whatever. Meat locker. That's funny. Say hi, Karma.
Hi, mijo.
You're on camera.
Good. You tired? No. I put in my
Yeah. Alright everybody, the day's winding down. I'm in LA. I'm Olvera Street, kind of a Mexican tourist place. Wasn't always tourist, but now it is. Having okay fun. I mean, family and I are getting along again, which is cool. We're looking for a place to eat, but everything here is like so pricey. It's like, who pays $25 for a burrito? I mean, I did. Not now, but I used to. Dinner, I'm just gonna go ahead and mess up today because whatever, I can't. That's my decision. I've been good other times.
This week has not been as good as I wanted it to be, but it hasn't been bad. I've been having a really tough time locking in when it comes to my health and my weight loss, and I've been letting situations and whatnot kind of dictate what I'm doing instead of vice versa. That is, I know, a recipe for mediocrity and kind of spinning my wheels and whatnot. So tomorrow's May 1st, and I'm pledging to really lock in, to really become the cyborg I was talking about. And what that means will come to light probably in the next few days, weeks, months. And we're going to do it together. So that's cool.
1 month done. I hope this turned out okay. I'm only saying this having seen 2 weeks worth of information, so I haven't even looked at the 3rd or 4th week yet. But I have a feeling, just based off of what I can see, that this is going well. As far as my week, I think I did a pretty damn good job keeping my bar as low as I could, except for one day. It was like, whoo, but then the rest of the days I tried to keep it in check. Very proud of that. My weight has been dropping, as you can see in the videos. Happy. The only thing that gets to me now is just the stress of day-to-day life, but I think that that comes hand in hand with why the weight doesn't go fully away, is my inability to control how I react, my inability to control life. Doesn't mean it's a bad thing, it just means that that's the last step to getting to where I need to be.